My name is Derick Makori, the chair academics committee of Nyabisase Secondary School. I think it's a good day that we are gathered here today. Most important is to celebrate and to give thanks to the performance that was achieved last year. Nyabisase Secondary School is an extra county school within Nyamache, it's a county. So our purpose is to interact with all people of goodwill to celebrate the great achievement of KCSE candidates last year. We had over 570 candidates sitting for their examinations, and we had 542 transiting direct to university, having achieved the minimum requirements of grade C+ and above. The top students had an A- of 74. All through to C+, we had 552 of who we are celebrating here today. And not only those ones, because we still had others who did not necessarily attain the 500 C+ mark, but of course also qualified to join other TVET institutions within the country, and even others who may wish to pursue their studies out of the country. So that is the brief of why we're here today. Of course, just a wrap up, we had a mean grade of 7.3. That is the average grade. But of course, at the moment, we are also preparing the 2024 class for even a better achievement, going by the infrastructure that we put in place, the energies that have so far been elected, and the psyche of the students and the teachers alike. We also appreciate the support that we are receiving from the parents in terms of ensuring that they support us with the necessary, basic of which is school fees, as required by the MOE protocol, and any other levies as may be necessary and approved for purposes of ensuring that the school runs smoothly. At the moment, given that we also don't have, we didn't have Form 1 coming in this year because of the transition to the new curriculum. So we now have from 2 to 4 who are seated here celebrating with the rest. And we have a current population of about 3,000. So this year, that's the year 2025, we are having quite a huge entry or enrollment for KCSE. We're having about 1,100 students sitting for their exams at the end of the year. That of course has been occasioned or was occasioned by the 100% transition that was put in place some time back. So right now we have quite a huge number. But of course the infrastructure in the school, in terms of classes, in terms of support facilities, laboratories in the library, and even the teachers are well enough to see to it that we have a good learning environment. But of course, if anything comes over and above that, we'll always appreciate, like any other recipient. So we call upon the government still to consider assisting us with more teachers. We have a current teaching staff of 50 permanent teachers, but going by the population, you realize we may still need more teachers coming on board. But as a school and as a board of management, we also put in place measures to ensure that we have BOM teachers who are, of course, about the same number. We have about 50 member teaching staff under the BOM program to assist the other permanent teachers. So we are calling upon the Teacher Service Commission and the Ministry of Education to consider according us with more teachers. We'll be more than grateful. So far, we also thank the government for this far in terms of aiding us with the necessary funds to put the necessary structures, and also in terms of giving us teachers. We also thank the sponsor, that is the Adventist Church under the SCAFE, for the sponsorship previously and even going forward, and we still call upon that. We also want to thank every member of the community and every messenger of goodwill for this institution, for the prayers and for the messages of goodwill, including you having found time to be here today to share with us this great success. And we're hoping that going forward, we will still be interacting, sharing similar or even better performance going forward. Thank you.
Now, you assured parents that they will not be involved in contributing towards school development, as has been the case before. CPC has a lot of demands and wants parents to be involved in the development. How are you going to reconcile this?
Everything usually happens by consensus. Once we are faced with a situation, first of all, we'll have to call the parents, as we always call them, so that first of all we share in the situation that we are in. Probably even not having to contribute, we could have other parents with some contribution to make, not necessarily financial, that will ensure or will help the institution go forward. But there are not going to be any levies that are not going to be debated upon, agreed upon, and sought for from the necessary Ministry of Education structures before they are rolled out to the parents and guardians. So it will be interactive. Just in case there's anything like that, we will involve the parents and guardians and even the community as much as possible to see what we can raise from every particular situation to ensure that we have learning going on smoothly.
Mr. Principal, these changes has come that maths will be optional. Do you support it?
First of all, I want to make a correction. I'm not the principal, only a board member in charge of academics. The issue of mathematics is a touchy issue. I would really be very limited at the moment on that. But of course, it's something that is unfortunate. But of course, I think it's something that will require consultation as part of the other players who are more in the sector of education will engage so that we find a better solution forward. But one thing I'll mention is that the mathematics is a bit fundamental, but of course a better way would be looked into it so we ensure that we don't have a void in terms of figures going forward, because mathematics is the foundation of figures.